Well, only one way to go. To the horror section. Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, Edgar Allan Poe! Nevermore shall this be a mystery. How barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft and Edgar Allan Poe going at it. Really? Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play uncommon cliches, your penny dreadful lack true horror, at best spooky pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you, charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say, I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Gah! You're an infuriating man. A, B, I, J, Q, R, Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft, famous authors of long ago. Stabfest VI. Okay, so Stabfest 6. The Dead Person Murders. Murder! I've never been up here before. Because of the broken elevator? Because it's scary up here. Yeah, like, there's a bunch of candles here and this creepy bookshelf. This is one creepy looking bookshelf. These are one hell of an atmospheric fire hazard. Yeah! What's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish Blighton woman. Why didn't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense! I cannot for his current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. Zeitgeist? What does that mean? He is being such a child. I am clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of generation with my aesthetic. With my aesthetic. I can't read. Aesthetic horrors. Ironic, I'm in a library. I can't read! With your aesthetic rubbish. Right, I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started it. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here. And not a peep. You two had best not cause any trouble, you hear me? What's going on here? Oh, never mind. So if I talk to Edgar Allan Poe, it's the same thing, but if I talk to Lovecraft, it's slightly different. Okay, let's see. So so I gotta go here and talk to Blighton. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in hopes it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book? You stop their fight. There's gonna be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Excuse me, did you... Oh, never mind. Perhaps the librarian could do something about that. Can't exactly find something within here. Can I have the internet? And give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? No chance. Doris, I need that password for my investigation. And I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized. So no. Why is the window on the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. So you don't jump out the damn window. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow a book. Can I sign for it? No. I'm too busy reading my book to help, so... Dooley, can I use your card? It still has to finish his. I bet you wish you'd let me make a deal now, huh? If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Like this one, yes. Oh, good. But not this one. It's not yours. That's not even your face on it. I really don't want to put my face on here, but I really need a picture of myself. Things I do for this job. Photocopy. And then we glue. Feel like I'm back in kindergarten art class. Sticky photo. This is going to be the last convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. Fake library card. You can even see the glue marks on the side. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Oh, well then, here you go, Paul. Paul? My name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card, Paul. Trashy novel. Is this my book? No, it's not. What is it? It's the most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah blah blah, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story. Sounds terrifying. It's a mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed, agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stroker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone, but now what? I guess I could tie up some of the other ghost loose ends. Oh, okay, but the only one I really know how to tie up is, this one. Gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. Lovecraft novel. Aw, you ruined the kid's illusion, detective. Can you see the ghost too, kiddo? Ghost? Never mind. You have your rotten book, now leave me alone. I want to move this dinosaur. Lovecraft novel. Like, where am I? Maybe if I was to... I'd rather try something else first. I met your friend Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words. Safe research. Oh, right. Maybe I can find some kind of a workaround. Please, just stay here and don't do anything. How about a book? Let's call that Plan B. Oh, come on. Ugh. This is gonna take me a while. Roxa, you mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective? Me? No, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in to steal her unpublished fan fiction, but I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please. Yay, admin password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's just great. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. Okay, I've set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You, may not want to stick around for this. Right. I'll leave you to your business, so shut the door on your way out. But I wanted to look. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Well, clearer is maybe not the term I'd use. Come again, sir? Never mind. Just don't go into that room if you can avoid it, as you suggest. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I'll share what I can. There's a place hidden behind the horror section of the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building lies within. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you all know all this? Intuition? Lovecraft novel. Well, there you go. L. Because apparently the book's going to be missing. The books he's mentioned is missing. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking for a Lovecraft section, a bit too godless for my tastes. A Lovecraft novel, you say? Oh, you don't say, do you? Here goes nothing. That seemed to fix with a curious clicking noise. Right, we'll pull this and... Open Sesame! Well, there's the hidden door Yeats and Crowley were talking about. Creepy doorways are the recurring motive I'm not fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it in 1, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. What is all this? Magica, Aleister Crowley's Guide to the Popular Wizard Game? The Gnostic's Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts? Rituals for Modern Rituals? These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? The Necronomicon, a Cyclopedia cookbook. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. Normal library fare, this is. A skull. The periodic table of secrets, magic elements. A baseball cap. Strange thing to see here. Uh-huh. Well, what do you got to say, Shelly? So, what are you doing here? Like the moth to a flame, I'm drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. Oh, you're the one who lit all the candles around here? Oh, thanks for that. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not? Ripley's Believe It or Not? Really? It seems to be open on the Summon Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, this whole mess will sort itself out. Ouch. Seems to be charged with this faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. Yeah, to the roof, apparently, is where I need to go. But why would I need a freaking skull? Here we go. I found your vault of contraband books. Impossible! It's hidden behind a complex locking mechanism. Well, I got in, as did somebody else, and they tampered with the books. Impossible! They must have found another way in. Nobody could crack that system. But I already... Impossible! If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. What do you have to say about this, then? Alas, poor Yorick. And don't try to get all cultured with me. What? No, Yorick was an intern here last summer. I wondered what happened to him. He got caught in here? I need the freaking I need to gain access to the freaking... come on. There's gotta be something I can do. A small hole, I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands. Hope this works. Thunk, thunk, crash. Now to find where it landed, hopefully without having caused any damage. I know exactly where it landed. What's all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books, but the one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived, but I like them because now I have friends. See? He meant no harm. Troublemaker! Arrest him! Breaking and entering into your room of illegal books. Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out. Only if you get rid of the ghost and find him somewhere else to go once in a while, he can join me in the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dib tax, so we had to change from scouts. Oh, you okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great, but back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy... Oh, well, apparently I just right-clicked and everything got skipped. But I got access to the roof key, so that's good. I suppose I've already ducked out of one room this case. I knew I'd played that card too soon. You did, buddy, you did. Most of that wiring from the secret room and leads to the roof. You need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. Oh, jeez. The energy seems to be coming from here, but it's too powerful to go near. This is one heck of a light show. So, what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible. Looks like the circuit is connected to the book downstairs downstairs to this aerial. I guess I should break that circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. Okay. Alrighty then. This is going to be a bit of a puzzle that I'm going to have to figure out. Got it. Here we go. Finally. Took me a little while. Ouch, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close that book now. Now that the sky is cleared up, it's quite a nice night. Go back inside. Go to the horror section. Go into the door. Close the book. and the ghosts shall vanish. Bye-bye! All the ghosts are disappearing now. Trunks filled, Detective, though I don't see why we had to take all those books, Dooley. They're contraband. Heavy contraband. We have an agreement then, Doris. You don't fine me for having the books, I don't sue the kid for entering the vault, I go back to business, sans haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Fine. Come on, Dooley, let's get back to the office. See you at camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devin. Case closed! The Ghost Whisperer! Yay! I solved it, and see, I got a new one. Disorient Express? If that's a reference to a movie, then that's one that I don't really think I can't really think of right now. If you guys can know what it's to, then go ahead and comment about it in the section below, but gosh, this took a lot longer than I thought it was, but still a pretty entertaining game. Just due to all the references alone, makes it pretty entertaining. But pretty interesting story all around, pretty oddballish, but very likable at the same time. While this game did go on way too long in my consideration, I'm sorry about how long this is probably going to take, and I'm not going to sure how much of it is going to get cut out, how much of it is just going to be straightforward. It's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to do. But I'm going to have to leave it here, and it doesn't look like there's going to be much I can do. I'm going to have like 6 cases at most. But for now, this is going to have to be everything I can do at this moment. I am tired, and I need to go to bed. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, Saviors!